What's going on? It's Fight Season MMA, and today I want to make a video talking about this being Israel Adesanya's last chance to capture the title. Yes, I already know he's been the champion, but this shot against Dricus du Plessis is the last chance that Israel Adesanya is going to have to regain the title before he's going to have to climb back through the rankings. And ultimately, I don't think he's going to do that. So I think that this is going to be Israel Adesanya's last chance at the title. If you guys enjoy the content and videos I make, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. 98% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So please go down there and drop a comment and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so first off, Israel Adesanya is returning at UFC 305 in Perth to challenge Dricus du Plessis for the UFC title. As we all know, in his last fight, Israel Adesanya lost the belt in Sydney, Australia to Sean Strickland in an incredibly one-sided affair where Sean Strickland went in there and employed his tactic, raised the Philly shell, and absolutely destroyed Israel Adesanya in every single facet, most likely getting the 49-46 victory or possibly 50-45 victory over Israel Adesanya. But why do I say that this is Israel Adesanya's last chance to capture the title? And yes, I understand that Israel is a massive star, and that's why this fight was being made in the first place. Israel does not deserve the title shot in this fight. He made this fight happen because he's been able to quote this as the Battle of Africa. As we all know, Dricus du Plessis is South African, and Israel Adesanya is Nigerian, and he has created almost a racial war between these two people. But Israel Adesanya does not deserve the title shot, and he is earning this shot because of the amount of money the UFC organization is going to make, and that is something that is truly amazing because Israel Adesanya got beat in his last fight. He is 1-3 in his last three. He beat Alex Pereira. He lost to Alex Pereira, and then he lost to Sean Strickland. And Israel Adesanya does not deserve the shot, and I don't see a way that he losing to Dricus du Plessis, he gets a shot in the near future anytime soon. And he's fought a lot of these guys in the UFC middleweight division. Now, I know he hasn't fought a couple people like Brandon Allen versus Nasruddin Imavov. Both of those guys just got signed to a fight against each other, which I think is an amazing fight back in UFC Paris, and I can get into that in a different time. But Israel Adesanya has fought most of these guys in the UFC middleweight division, so I think it's going to be a harder time for him to go climb the rankings because, one, it's going to be a little bit more familiarity, but two, the big reason is I don't think Israel is going to have the motivation knowing that he has already captured the title. He's already beat a lot of these guys, and I don't think he's going to stick around in the sport if he doesn't regain this title that long. And yes, I can see him beating some of these new and up-and-coming guys, but if he faces Sean Strickland again, I don't see him being Strickland of how dominant that thing was. We all know that Robert Whittaker, the second fight, Israel arguably lost that fight, even though he was able to get the decision victory, but he was arguably that Israel Adesanya lost that fight. So I just don't see a way that Israel Adesanya regains the title coming back in soon, but Israel is still a massive star. We all know that. Israel is still one of the biggest pay-per-view draws the UFC has right now. And this fight against Dricus du Plessis is bigger than just UFC at this point. It's more of a tension between cultures, and that's why he ultimately got the title shot rather than something else like the actual the criteria or whatever you want to call it of the credentials of getting the actual shot due to accolades. Because Israel, yes, he has the past accolades, but the criteria now to get the shot, it's a couple wins under your belt. You look at someone like Robert Whittaker, who has just absolutely demolished Ikram Iliskerov. He just beat Paulo Costa, and he did not get the title shot. You look at Sean Strickland, who just beat Israel Adesanya, lost a close war to Dricus du Plessis, and just came off beating Paulo Costa. I just don't see a way that Israel Adesanya is going to be able to get back up in this division. Ultimately, Israel Adesanya is going to have his best chance right now against Dricus du Plessis. A very favorable matchup for Israel Adesanya, considering of how good of a counterpuncher he is. But facing people like Sean Strickland, like Robert Whittaker again, I think it's going to be a very hard time for Israel Adesanya. And I know a lot of you guys are going to come and say that he beat Whittaker and he's going to beat a bunch of these other guys. But I think that's a really hard matchup for Israel Adesanya. And this matchup against Dricus du Plessis is one of the most favorable matchups, considering Dricus's unpredictability. And yes, his kind of blind rushes and that type of stuff, but Israel Adesanya is going to be able to counter. And I do think that there's a chance that he gets the win, but I think Dricus du Plessis is such a high IQ fighter that there is also a chance that he gets the win. But like I said, this is going to be Israel Adesanya's last title shot, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get back there to regain the title anytime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Fight Season MMA, me talking about why I believe this is going to be Israel Adesanya's last chance at the UFC title anytime soon. If you guys enjoy the UFC content and news, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as I said prior in this video, 98% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed, and we're on the road to 500 subscribers. So please, please, please drop a subscription down below and turn on post notifications if you do not want to miss any single video that I post. Thank you guys so much for watching this breakdown from Fight Season MMA, and I will see you guys very soon with more UFC content and news.